Hello and welcome to EJ Sports. My name is Guy and these are the predictions for WWE Money in the Bank 2016. Now, these predictions are going to be done in the order that they appear on the website, the WWE website, and I'll try and give you my explanations as I go. So let's start at the top on the pre-show. The Golden Truth versus Breezango. No one cares, Vince. It's just so frustrating. I can't stand that combination. It needs to go. It's just an annoying thing that they've done for a very long time. It needs to go. Gone for Golden Truth. I don't know why. I could have flipped a coin. Anyway, Lucha Dragons versus Dudley Boys. I didn't know that match was happening. I guess the Dudley Boys. I've chosen them because they haven't really had a big win for a long time. I can't really call it a big win if it's on a pre-show, but they won a match a couple of weeks ago, but I kind of feel it's a bit unfair on those guys if they continue to lose. But they've because they spent such a long time in another company, Vince is kind of punishing them, I suppose, in that way. But okay, so on to the main show. Apollo Crews versus Sheamus. In my heart of hearts, I really hope that Apollo Crews wins this. I think that he deserves a push. He deserves to get a little bit more exposure and a little bit more character building. So I really hope that he does that. So Apollo Crews, I've got going. Baron Corbin versus Dolph Ziggler. No one cares, Vince! Nobody cares! Oh my god, it's so frustrating. It's just a nothing match. I don't know how the whole storyline started. I don't care how it started. It got really weird in the middle, and I hope this is the final straw. Oh, the annoying thing about it is that there were little things that caused this thing to continue to go on. What was it about the stipulation? Oh no, it was a low blow, but it was a DQ. The stipulation. Yeah. Anyway, carrying on. Charlotte and Dana versus Becky Lynch and Natalya. I have Becky Lynch and Natalya going over Charlotte and Dana. I do think that Charlotte and Dana might either cause a rift and continue on the storyline, or it splits Charlotte and Dana up. Might just bide some time. The rest of my predictions are based on the fact that there could be a potential of the brand split. No, there isn't a potential the brand split coming up. So I've kept that in mind because I think that there might be different outcomes because of that. Had it not been, I think there would have been some different outcomes. So the first is the US title, which is Rusev versus Titus O'Neil. I think Rusev will retain. I didn't really mention it on my WWE update because it hasn't really been that interesting. Think from my point of view, Rusev, depending on which brand he goes on, will either create an opportunity for another wrestler, or John Cena, when he's done doing whatever he wants to do, when he comes back to take it for his US title challenge, which I actually enjoyed. The next is the Fatal 4-Way for the Tag Team Champions. Now, that's New Day and Zoe Cass versus the Vaudevillains versus the Club. I was in two minds as to which outcome I wanted to go with. My heart said that I wanted to have the New Day retain, but I do feel as though they want to have the club being written in as having this force within the WWE, and what was it? The commentator said that they were, destroying the WWE roster, and they. I think that they need to have some momentum going forward if the club is to have that kind of sway, or with the rest of or maybe they're bringing it to a close. I don't know, but I hope they maintain it. And if they are going to try and carry it forward, it's better to put some gold on Gallows and Anderson, because we all know that AJ Styles is not going to get there just yet. I'll come to that in a minute. Money in the Bank ladder match. I will try and keep this as quickly as I can. But that's Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens versus Cesaro versus Y2J, Chris Jericho, Dean Ambrose, and versus Alberto Del Rio. Now, in order to determine the outcome of this match, you have to figure out which of the six you would rather see the World Heavyweight Champion on, or a title belt, which again I'll say in a minute. So, because the outcomes of normally these matches is that it's very rare for people not to cash in on, or to have an unsuccessful cash in on the Money in the Bank. So, and you also have to look into as to whoever's holding the belt at the time, as to whether that will be actually worthy of watching. Now, in a couple of the cases, with Chris Jericho and now Del Rio, previous World Heavyweight Champions, yes, okay, you can see the belt on them. Perhaps not Chris Jericho, because he's not really into that sort of stage of his career. He shouldn't really be holding the belt anymore. And Del Rio, I kind of think he's getting there, but I don't think he's ready to take such a large step still. Again, too soon for Dean Ambrose to be able to add in a potential triple threat with the Shield. That would be great. I really hope that would be, but it's not going to happen. Sami Zayn is too much of a babyface at the moment. I really don't think that they will go with that. I think that the company will find it easier to write for a heel, and hence why I've gone with Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens mainly because if on the brand split, I actually do feel as though that the stipulation about the contract, of the Money in the Bank contract, may fall into the category of the Royal Rumble used to be, that you might not need to just challenge for one title, you might be able to challenge for either, depending on if they bring back a second title to contend with the other brand. No, I haven't also ruled out a possibility of a seventh entrant. Maybe you could find out there might be a return of a certain Randy Orton. That's a bit of a long stretch, I know, but it would be entertaining if it did happen. Because Randy Orton with the Money in the Bank would be awesome. John Cena versus AJ Styles. Have you gone with big match John? I think John Cena's first pay-per-view back. I think that AJ Styles is still in that slight other company niche where Vince doesn't really have recognition for other wrestlers. He didn't do it for the WCW guys. He didn't really do it for other people coming in from other companies. I just think he does eventually, but I think you've got to earn your stripes first, and I think AJ's there yet. He's had a lot of high-profile stuff to do, but I don't. He's getting there. He's getting there. but he won't do it with John Cena. Um, now, the main World Heavyweight Champion match between Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. I'm not really have any interest in this match. Whether that's poor writing or whether that's just because it's Roman Reigns. I think I've gone with Roman Reigns. There's no chance Seth Rollins will win it back. I think Reigns will probably hold it till SummerSlam. I do feel as though Seth Rollins, that the actual title match came a little bit too soon. I think they probably could have pulled that out for a little while longer. It's interesting though. I do feel as though there could be some sort of shenanigans or something that might but with Roman Reigns still winning, I do think that they will string that out for a little while longer. So to recap, I've got the Golden Truth, the Dudley Boys, Apollo Crews, Baron Corbin, Becky Lynch and Natalya, Rusev, The Club, Kevin Owens, John Cena, and Roman Reigns. And so there's my predictions. Let me know in what you think in the comments below, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Please hit me up on Twitter at EJ Sports, Guy at EJ Sports, and thanks for watching.